Yo, what's up? You already know what time it is. We got another episode of Nothing Nice. I'm your man JB. I'm here with the guys. We in the building. Mook check 1, 2. How you feeling, Mook Jones?
I was in the building, man. Your number one quarterback. You know what it is. Let's get it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. My boy put on the clinic. Y'all gonna be able by the time we post this one, you should be able to see the footage. Yo, all right, Joe. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? Go ahead, make your announcement.
I'm officially announcing my retirement from the NothinNice playing football team squad. I'm going out on top, man. I had a few touchdowns. I think I had like 2, 3, 4. I don't know. It don't even matter. The game got so out of hand, I stopped counting. Yeah, man. I had a long talk with my family in the off season, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna transition to the booth, man. I want to come provide some commentary for the game the next time they play. But I think I'm officially hanging them up, man. I don't really see no competition out there. I've accomplished all I can accomplish. I'm ready to pass the torch to somebody else, man. So,
Bro, we appreciate your services. When we have your retirement dinner, like save your speech for then. It's gonna be amazing. We'll bring your family out.
I'm gonna come out and throw my cleats on the light pole out there on the field or something, man. Just hang them up over the light.
Yeah. You gotta get your Hall of Fame hoodie. So you already know the Nothing Nice Hall of Fame.
Right.
We appreciate your service. You're gonna be in the booth, man, providing great commentary. So we all looking forward to that too, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start off. I know it's basketball season. We definitely gonna touch on it. We got to start with football because the Nothing Nice group chat was hopping over this past week. It started with wide receiver U. So for wide receiver U, I feel like the clear answer is Ohio State. But a couple of LSU fans decided it's LSU. So I'm gonna let these guys give their take because I don't know where Mook falls on the line, and I know where Joe does, but y'all give your takes, and then I'll finish it out. Go ahead, bro. Mook, you go first because I don't know where you stand on.
Hey, oh, man, you really? I think you gotta go. I think you gotta go in decades with it, man. I feel like both schools, man. That's why I kind of stayed out of it. I feel like both schools at a certain point of time, you can really say is wide receiver you. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a stint where Ohio State was just putting them out there. Then you got a stint where LSU been putting them out there. LSU, on the other hand, it's just crazy because you don't necessarily know the wide receivers are what they are until they go to the pro in LSU. So that's the only one downfall I would give LSU is like those receivers ain't transcended in LSU. You don't notice it till after they leave LSU. And that's kind of where it's kind of backwards for me. So you see what those receivers are in Ohio State. You know, they always have a prolific passer, even though they might not translate to the NFL and be that great. I'm talking about the quarterbacks for Ohio State. But you can see the wide receiver talent from a mile away. It's like it's been several times where a LSU receiver has popped on the scene in the NFL, and you like, where he come from? And you be like, this guy came from LSU, and that's the type of offense they was putting up. So, uh, as far as star power, I might say I might have to give it to LSU. But as far as guys showing what they have in college onto the NFL, I gotta say that's Ohio State.
That's a decent take. I don't disagree. I don't disagree that Ohio State has good wide receivers. I think my argument is the quality over the quantity. I think at some time in the near future, talking like the next 2 or 3 years, we could see 5 LSU receivers in the top 10 NFL receivers. Like I think that's a real thing. I think Jamar Chase, Jettas, Malik Neighbors, and BTJ, if they stay healthy, are all 4 top 10 receivers probably right now. And then I got like my dark horse, and I ain't even say this in the chat. I think if Drake May, as he continues to develop, I think Butte will be a big part of that. And I think that dude might be on that bottom end too, and he a LSU guy. So I think you're looking at 5 people from one school in the top 10. Now, Jeremiah Smith gonna change everything for Ohio State. We already know that. Like when he get there, he gonna be a dog. Like he gonna make us probably forget about Marvin Harrison Jr. if he don't wake up. Garrett Wilson on the clock too, as far as I'm concerned. I love Garrett Wilson. He one of my favorite like receivers. I love the way he run routes, but he on the clock right now. Like he gotta transcend. And like I like Scary Terry. I just don't think that room stacks up to what LSU got in the league right now. Like it's
y'all didn't even say nothing about Jarvis Landry.
yeah, well, I'm talking about current guys, but yeah. Now Jarvis Landry was, and I dislike Jarvis Landry because I'm a Steeler fan. But Jarvis Landry was a dog. Odell was a dog. Odell didn't get it done. Odell was a dog though, but he didn't get it done, but he was a dog. He was a dog. And my biggest, the only reason I stepped into that conversation, because I don't have a dog in the fight, I'm a UT fan, was Josh came with the Santonio Holmes pull, brother, and I'm like, nah, bro, you can't include Santonio Holmes on no list of if we keeping it at 10, bro, he got to be like 11, bro. Like he got to be like 11. Like I that's a hard pull for me, bro.
Okay, cool. So
Okay, before you go, John, you also got to watch Alabama coming up in that list. They coming up behind slowly. They got a lot of big time now. They got Waddle. They got Devontae Smith. They got Julio.
Yes, sir.
They got this guy coming up. Keys, what's the number 2? He's coming.
They got a guy this year that's supposed to get drafted in the first round.
Number two. And you gotta look at Alabama somewhere in there. They got some dogs in that fight too. They got a bunch of superstar wide receivers in the NFL right now too. That's compete for wide receiver use. So Alabama right there too now. You can't discount.
I told Josh that off the chat. He called me. I say, man, I think Ohio State is probably more comparable to Alabama than they are to LSU right now in the league. Right now,
yeah.
Historically, I think y'all blow them out the water. But I think right now, what they got in the league right now is more comparable. They got Jameson Williams from Detroit too.
Yeah.
Like they got guys too.
They got dogs. And then we
look at Josh's face.
We ain't talking about Riddle. We ain't talking about what's the one that went to jail for Oakland?
Oh, Ruggs.
Why would we mention him? He never saw the field.
But the fact that they had Ruggs, Judy, and Devontae at the same time, and Devontae a Heisman Trophy winner, like they had.
That's crazy, but we see what Jay and Judy is.
Yeah, I mean, he was a Pro Bowler though, Josh.
Bruh. He was a Pro Bowler like Shador was a Pro Bowler.
And they had Waddle too, Joe. They had Waddle too.
Waddle was a dog.
Waddle has fallen off a cliff.
Mitchie too.
Waddle's fallen off a cliff. Waddle hasn't fell off a cliff.
He just got a contract, big contract.
Yeah, he did.
He got a cool contract. He got a good contract, but he didn't get a top 5 wide receiver contract. We can slow that all the way down.
But he's not a top 5 wide receiver due to the fact that he played with Tua. But whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Okay, cool. So you guys got your feelings out there?
Yeah. Go ahead. What you say?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's start here. The reason why Ohio State is clearly wide receiver U is because, unlike you guys and LSU fans, football didn't start in 2008. Football has been around for a long time. So Ohio State has a long track record of sending wide receivers to the NFL. And if you look at the top currently, just right now, it's Googleable, top 10 NFL wide receivers all time, you're at least going to see an Ohio State wide receiver on the list. You're not going to see an LSU wide receiver on the list. I will say, by the end of it, with the projections, Chase and Jettis will definitely be top 10 with the way that they're going. However, what I would also say is JSN, Egbuka, who knows what Tate's going to be, because Tate looks like a monster. We have Smith. We're going to have Chris Henry Jr. And currently in the NFL right now, we got Williams, Chris Olave's doing this thing. Like, we have a lot of wide receivers who are putting in work, who are currently in the top 10. And one thing that I've noticed, especially about Ohio State wide receivers, a lot of times we get stuck with trash quarterbacks. I don't know how it happens, but we get stuck with quarterbacks who can't throw the ball or they're always injured. I don't know. It's we get Ohio State wide receivers get picked high, so I think that's probably part of it. But for that to happen and we still see guys out here getting 1,000 yards with no quarterback, or when you say who is the quarterback for that team, you gotta go and then say their name. That just speaks to the talent. That's why we're wide receiver U, because we have the quantity, we have the quality, and we keep producing. Like when they say the next wide receiver's up, or when you look forward to the wide receivers coming out of college, the next three that you're looking for right now is Tate, who's going to be the number one wide receiver. Then it's going to be Smith, who's going to be the number one wide receiver when he comes out, and then Henry. Chris Henry's Jr. is gonna be the number one wide receiver when he comes out.
In this day and age in college football, though, I wouldn't even count on Chris Henry being out, like finishing at Ohio State, though.
No, he shouldn't. Like if he's ready to go to it's like
no, I'm saying he could be bought now, bro. Like,
I mean, but Ohio State has deep pockets too. If Ohio State
if he want to go to the West Coast, if he decide he want to go play at home. What you mean? Why would you? Because Oregon don't write checks. We know who running that NIL collective, right?
Oregon writes checks, but Ohio State writes checks. But with Ohio State's checks, you just go further in the playoffs.
But the guy that's writing the check, that's subsidizing the check that Ohio State is writing is an alumni in Oregon.
Hey, but okay, and he's been writing checks the whole time. Like I've had friends who played football at Oregon. With all the checks that he's written, tell me how many natties came out of it.
I don't think it's about natties anymore with these kids though. Like I think it's about.
If you can get the check and the natty, why would you not do both?
Do you think Chris Henry committed to Ohio State just because he can win a national championship? I don't know the kid personally, but let's keep it real. Let's not talk about what he will say in an interview. He committed to them because they are NFL factory, which nobody's gonna take away from them.
Wide receiver U.
They're NFL factory.
Wide receiver U. Go ahead.
And they write big checks. Like the natty is just a bonus if they win it. But they didn't make it to the natty either. They in the same boat as Oregon.
We're not. You can't put us in the same boat. We've actually won. We've actually gone to national championships.
If it was about a natty, he'd go to Miami or Indiana right now. It ain't about no natty, bro. I'm telling you.
Since y'all want to just put receivers out there, let's talk about Ole Miss. We got a bunch of dogs out there too.
They do. If we use in history, yeah, they do historically.
We got Laquan Treadwell, Chris Collins, AJ Brown, Dante Moncrief, Shea Hodges.
All right. See, I tried to help you, Mook.
Look. He's just saying people at this point. You just really just saying people.
No, these guys are top receivers. Was Pro Bowlers.
Man, Laquan Treadwell was no Pro Bowler, man.
He got what you did. He got stuck with a sorry quarterback.
Oh man, here we go. Hey, here's this week Mook moment presented by Mook Check.
I got some strong Van Jefferson, Elijah Moore.
Bro, if we use that's the part. That's why that historical argument is really, really dangerous, bro. Because it pulls some schools in there that I don't think are wide receiver. You could look at OU, and I'm a UT fan. I can't state that enough. OU got some dog receivers in the NFL.
OU is quarterback.
What about the U? Let's talk about the U since football didn't start in 2008. Because all them guys is Hall of Famers. Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne.
If we talk about the U, the U would be running. They could either be running back, RBU. They could be
wide receiver U.
But theirs was in a cluster. Theirs was like this. After they had their hit,
and if you add in a tight end, but if you add in a tight end class,
tight ends are separate though. Tight ends are separate because they do have a tight end a TU.
Yeah, and I think Iowa,
Penn State.
Yeah, no facts. But I'm just saying if we gonna use history. If we gonna use history, that's why I don't like the historical argument. I like to keep it current Because the term wide receiver U wasn't even around when most of Miami's receiver class was relevant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How about this?
Like,
How about I go out and name? I'm finna name some notable wide receivers from Ohio State. Then I'm gonna name some notable wide receivers from Ole Miss, and we're gonna pick from that little who you would take. Okay?
I'm taking everybody from Ohio
Okay,
State, Mook.
check this
Let's
out.
don't even do it.
I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna do this right here. We got
All right.
Marvin Harrison Jr., David Boston, Chris Carter, Chris Olave, Jared Wilson, Terry Glenn, Michael Jenkins, Jackson Jixba, however you say his name, Smith Jixba, JSN, San Antonio Holmes, Joey Galloway. Now I'm finna name, not just a few Ohio State. Now I'm finna go and name a couple of, who else? We talking about LSU?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, let me see.
LSU start with like Michael Clayton and them.
Right.
Let me see what they got up on here. I'm just naming. So we gonna start with Malik Neighbors, Josh Reed, Jameer Chase, Justin Jefferson.
Josh Reed was a dog.
Wendell Davis, Dwayne Bowe.
Yeah, but never turned into anything.
You got Dwayne Bowe. You got Odell Beckham Jr. You got Brian Jr. Thompson. I forgot about Brian Thompson Jr. I mean,
yeah, he gonna be top 5 in the league.
Yeah, so you got some big dogs over there. Just looking at the list though, Ohio State do seem to have a lot more as far as quantity. Now,
as far as bodies, yeah.
I don't know about quality though, but you might have to go quality. You might have to go LSU though.
Here's what I'm gonna say. When we play fantasy, none of y'all Negroes better take a single player who came out of Ohio State. I'm expecting all the Ohio State wide receivers to be there for me to pick up.
As long as you promise not to take, long as you promise not to take no LSU guys.
I can do that. Wait, I could do that and still win. I could do that and still win. Because
man, but you
because we don't know what Kyler Murray's gonna be. That's Mook's guy, that's not my guy. And then we don't know if Joe Burrow's gonna be healthy.
But you hinging JSN's success on like 1 year and Chris Olave on 1 year. They haven't had that consistent success as them other dudes, dog. No matter how you
JSN's in his 3rd year.
We don't know if Chris Olave gonna be healthy.
He finished the year healthy.
Yeah, finally.
He
been in the league 4 years.
Man, listen, that man's been his body's been put in harm's way. Derek Carr had it out for that man. Derek Carr was sending that man on crash dummy missions.
Everything. Listen, every case that you making as to why these LSU guys won't succeed, you can make the same cases for them Ohio State guys. We don't know who Garrett Wilson quarterback even is at this point. You talking about Kyler Murray? You talking about Kyler Murray?
Hey, look, we don't know who his quarterback is, and we still expect him to get 1,000 yards some way, somehow.
If he don't sit down and play, he might not even play, bro. He probably won't even want to play for that team. They so bad.
He won't. But he'll go out there and be like, let me just go ahead and get a quick 1,000, and I'll sit on the bench. Y'all got it the rest of the way.
Man, listen. Not that I'm agreeing with Mook in any way about Kyler Murray, because I won't. But I'm telling you right now, if he come out and he start throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson, he go, oh man, I've never had this before. Not even when I had Marvin Harrison Jr., by the way.
Who's younger? Significantly.
Kyler gonna play. He gonna play. Nah, he ain't gonna be top 10 like Mook suggested. I'm not going there. I ain't going that deep. But he gonna play.
Quarterback in NFL.
But if he come out and start throwing the ball to Jetters, oh man, he gonna be like, this is different.
You look at every year Kyler Murray was healthy, he was a top 10 quarterback.
I don't know that he would. Back and look at it.
Yeah, I also don't know that he wasn't healthy. I think he was
when he's healthy.
Because it sounds like he just wasn't learning to play.
No.
He was trying to do the
Michael Vick video game.
Check it out.
Yeah, he was trying to do the Michael Vick and be like, I'll skim it before the game. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
When he's healthy, he's a top 10 quarterback.
I don't think he was ever unhealthy. I think he just wanted to play his game.
I'm telling you, they'll start out 8-0.
He said,
think
I'm playing
6-2.
Call of Duty. Hold on
Yeah,
real
I think
quick.
he just wanted to play the video game. He
Yeah,
wanted to
I'm playing Call
stream.
of Duty right now. What you mean I gotta look at some plays?
Yeah, I'm not worried about the fact that I play the Saints tomorrow or the
Yeah,
Rams.
like,
The Rams,
yeah.
the 49ers.
No one's worried about the Seahawks. I'll
Yeah.
figure it out. I want a Heisman.
I gotta complete this zombie mission on Call of Duty tomorrow. I don't give a... Like, that boy don't care about football,
I'm telling
man.
y'all, don't think I'm a psycho or nothing, bro. I'm just telling y'all.
We not questioning his talent. We questioning his motivation. If
Absolutely.
if Kyler Murray wanted to be top 10, he probably could be.
They
He probably
tried
could
to
be.
put in his contract that he had to spend X amount of hours at the facility.
Bro,
They'll let you know everything you know.
They tracked his logins, bro.
Yeah.
They tracked his logins.
They're like, this man don't know man play and has been here for like 5 years.
All I'm saying. Oh, excuse me. Y'all making
I don't doubt that he
me
could
tired
be
of
top
talking
10.
about my boy Kyler Murray because he dominating the game.
It's a very tiring argument, Mook.
Look, man. Look. All I'm saying.
Why I gotta tell this 23-year-old multi-millionaire to go play football? It is very tiring. Like I don't understand it either. It makes me tired.
I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna say this. When after this season over, he like top 7, top 5 in statistics.
There's no shot.
When that happened, just say Mook.
There's no
just
shot.
say Mook. What other takes you got with the Mook chick?
Not what other takes you got. I love that energy.
If he plays the whole season, I will give him top 10 and like third down conversions. It'll be something obscure. It won't be any one of the big 5 passing
I'm telling
stats.
you right now. I'm gonna give a Mook check.
It won't be completions. It won't be touchdowns. It won't be yards.
I'm making my Mook check announcement of the day.
All right.
Kyler Murray gonna finish top 3 in MVP voting this season.
You are sick. You are a sick man.
That's a Mook check. That's a Mook check exclusive.
You are a sick man.
Look, that's a Mook check exclusive.
Listen, you need to unbutton one of them buttons on that snapback. It's
Lord,
too tight.
I gotta put that in my notes.
No more time. What kind of gentleman's bet are we making for this? We gotta do something for this. We gotta do something, bro. Because I want to take this bet so bad. I love you too much to take your money, so we're not gonna bet no money. We gotta bet something else, man.
Just know, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna finish top 3 in MVP voting this season.
Ooh,
coming up.
My God, brother, is the season gonna end in week 2?
I'm telling you.
How does he do this?
No, that's a great question.
Why?
That's a great question.
Why? I'm telling you, if he stays healthy. Now that's good. I want to put a contingency on this now. If he's healthy, he finishes top 3 MVP vote.
It's football, so no one's all the way healthy.
No,
how many games does he have?
I'm talking about healthy where he's on the field.
What about if he, like, let's just say he hasn't changed, he hasn't matured mentally, and like he not even a starter? What if JJ McCarthy just beat him out in camp? Like,
that's crazy.
Because that's a real possibility.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Kyler Murray put me in that phase of, you know how Vic was so talented that if he would have took it serious earlier, he would have been unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
That's how talented Kyler Murray is. He really so talented. He might not even be taking it serious, but he's so talented.
If Vic would have taken it seriously, he would have been Lamar Jackson.
Michael Vick wanted to win more than he wanted to play Call of Duty. That's what you not understanding.
Right.
Like that's
Michael Vick was just extremely gifted. Like he was gifted on another level.
Right.
So if Vic would have taken it serious, where he would have learned the playbook and they would have put any type of talent around him for real, he would have been Lamar. Kyler Murray's ceiling is like
Kyler Murray.
like I'm trying to think like who's
year 1 Kyler Murray. That's his ceiling.
Yeah, like
that was when they had him. They had him focused for a brief moment, and he still wasn't that good.
Hey,
he was off that hype highs. Like I could still go out here and do stuff.
All I want is my respect at the end of this year.
Oh, you got my respect whether or not I love the fact that you go wild in on these takes. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I wouldn't even say some of the stuff you say.
Yeah.
So I respect you. I respect you just for that.
Top three. Top three. Top three in MVP
Does
voting.
interceptions count?
Top three in MVP voting.
Oh, MVP vote. I thought you meant like stats. Bro, there's no way he gets in the top three of any of the big.
Top three.
Whatever the big five statistics are for quarterbacks, he doesn't get in the top five.
Three.
It's not completions, touchdowns, QBR, yards per throw.
I'm gonna tell you right here. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna be top three. He's gonna be top. Okay. He's gonna be top 5 in quarterback rating, which is completions. He's gonna be top percentage in it. I'm just telling you, bro. He's gonna be tops in third downs.
I could give him third down conversions because he gonna see third down a lot and he gonna run because he's scared because he can't see down the field. I'll give him that.
I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling you, they might.
I'll give him that.
They might end up in the They might end up in Vegas.
To do what?
Gambling in the off season after they season over.
Just to enjoy the weekend, or
hey, bro,
like
Josh said to do bro, what?
At 25, look, right on the timestamp. At 25, March 26th, timestamp this so you can go back and play my clip of me talking about this.
I would have respected it more if you would have said Dak, honestly. If you would have said Dak is going to go out here and be top 3 in MVP voting, I'd be like, okay, I could see a world where that happens, where he has CD and Pickens and a healthy season, and they bounce back, da-da-da-da.
That's not an outlandish take.
I don't think that's an outlandish take. I don't think that one's just flat out ridiculous. This Kyler one, nah, bro, that ain't it. But it's your take. You stand on it, and you gonna stand on it. So
Mook check announcement, bro.
He lost his job to Jacoby Brissett, who was 24th in the league in QBR, and you talking about he somehow is gonna climb 50 points? That's crazy.
I'm telling you,
that's a crazy take.
You know what? Really, they lost Kyler Murray when they put that in the contract. He really stopped caring.
Oh, he stopped caring so they told him he couldn't play the video game.
I was gonna say they put that in the contract because he stopped caring. Look, they put it in the contract.
That relationship was strained from then
because they asked him to work at work.
But he was the one straining it though, Mook.
Yeah, they asked him to work at work.
They didn't ask him to do anything other than they asked him to do what they drafted him for. They said, "Hey man, come to work and play quarterback."
Yeah, they didn't ask him to coach. He didn't have to pick up any of the balls on the field after the game. They didn't say go out there in the stands. We need you to sweep up a little bit,
bro.
It's not like Kyler Murray was Brock Purdy. He not Mr. Irrelevant. Like he was supposed to be the face of the franchise. Like what are you talking about?
I'm gonna just say this, bro. We can make all the jokes, but I'm telling y'all what it is. I already gonna see this. I've been on watch the dude play. I know his game. I'm telling you, he's gonna be a problem this year. Top 3 MVP vote.
No way. There ain't a whole lot of difference other than he got. Because I don't remember who they had at receiver when he got drafted, but other than the fact that he got a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL right now, there's not a lot of difference of what he's going into Minnesota with compared to what he started in Arizona with. I don't really know what's going to be like. What's going to change? What's changing for him? They still got internet in Minnesota. He can still log on and play Call of Duty in Minnesota.
Some Wi-Fi. The first thing he asked when he landed, "Hey, what's the Wi-Fi password?"
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Hey, for one thing, he ain't really had a coach like Connor. Like the coach that's gonna be getting coached for Minnesota. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. Hey, okay, just watch.
I will say this: he better produce in Minnesota because Sam Darnold got new life in Minnesota. So if he goes to Minnesota and he bombs, then he's gonna be a career backup after this.
It's over. He got to go after that.
He's gonna be and respect to Tyrod Taylor, but that's who he's gonna be.
Bro, I don't even think it's a guarantee that he beats out JJ McCarthy. Yeah, I'm like, we still got to see that play out. Like I want the dude to win for sure. I want him to succeed. I like Kyler Murray. I ain't got nothing. He a Texas kid. He a high school football legend.
I think they'll give him the job though, because because you could tell Jefferson was tired of Murray. I mean, not Murray.
Yeah.
McCarty at the end of last year, but
yeah. But if Kyler don't work out, bro, they gonna blow that whole thing up in Minnesota, bro. It's gonna
you
be
have to.
it's gonna be a fire sale at that point. Like they gonna have to just blow everything up and start over, bro. Because that means you drafted the wrong guy, you signed the wrong guy in free agency, and you can't keep your superstar happy, bro. That's the recipe for like it's time to start over.
Yo, what's wrong with you, Joe? I just told you. You keep talking about it. I just told you what's gonna happen, Joe.
All right, we're gonna see. What we betting though, bro? Can we bet some tacos or something?
I was gonna say put dinner on it.
Can we do a show from Torchy's Tacos or something? Like
you gotta choose Torchy's.
Can we come live?
Torchy's.
Can we live?
Torchy's about $100 if you get full.
Can we go live from Torchy's?
How about this? How about this, man? I'll take you to my little spot where me and Josh be doing our production meetings.
All right.
It's a little buffet spot. It's on me.
Whoever loses pays. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Josh, you want to get in on this?
Yes. Absolutely.
Who you in? Who side you on? McMahon or Joe's?
I don't have a side.
It's a J team today. It's a J team today.
Look. I tell you what.
We jaywalking right now.
I tell you what. If I win since both y'all on the same time, you buy me lunch. Hold on. Both of y'all can't buy me lunch because they're gonna be too cheap. One of y'all need to buy me lunch. Let me think. I get 2 dinners. That's how about that. I get 2 dinners.
That could be the move. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
So let's get ready.
Joe, you good?
Let's get ready to get.
I'm bro, listen. I'm telling you, I'm pretty confident I'm gonna win this bet. I ain't even worried about this one, man.
I'm not either. All right, let's switch over to the NBA. Okay, so we have to. Oh, okay, real quick, MVP. Who's the MVP? Joe, go ahead. You can start.
I'm willing to give it to Jaylen Brown, especially after last night.
Okay, he did cook.
He showed me something last night that I didn't need to see because I know he could do it, but I just feel like now that the season is winding down, I think like that's what he is this year, and that's like he started off slow first half of the game. Second half of the game, I think he erupted a little bit, and then they knocked off OKC, which is like everybody trying to slay that dragon right now, right? Like everybody trying to figure out how to beat OKC.
Yeah.
And like I think he added to that. So I ain't got no problem giving it to Jaylen Brown right now. I don't think Ant is completely out of the conversation. But I think we narrowing it down. I think we getting down to where it's either Wemby, Ant, or JB at this point.
Okay. What you think, Mook?
Like I say, I just think
you said Shea.
I just think you need to give it to Shea, bro. And the reason why, I feel like Brown gonna get X'd out by Tatum. Because if Tatum was to start finding his groove, and they start putting a focal point to get him ready for the playoff. See, these last couple games, I don't really think they care about getting the number 1 seed. They could get the number 1 seed, but I don't think they really care. I think they care more about getting Jason Tatum up to speed for the playoff run. So I feel like that could hurt Jaylen Brown in the coming games at the end of this season for MVP. I feel like that's going to hurt him. So, because if I'm a coach, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get Tatum ready for the playoff push.
Yeah.
I'm telling Jaylen Brown, I'm like, look, man, what you did is phenomenal. If this wasn't a team sport, of course we're going for it. But we trying to win a championship. And I'm pretty sure Brown can't say, man, you know what, I want to get this MVP. No, he want to win that championship again. That's how you become legendary. So, yeah, I think Brown is X'd out. I think Wemby, man, I don't think they're going to get the number 1 seed. I really think that's the road for Wemby to get the MVP is for them to get that number 1 seed from OKC. I don't think they're going to end up catching OKC. Yeah, that's what I think about Wemby.
But was San Antonio even supposed to be in the playoff conversation though?
Of course.
They were supposed to be.
Yeah.
You had them as a 2 seed before the season started.
No, you said you the question you said was they supposed to be in the postseason.
Yeah, I'm deflecting a little bit. Like, okay, you said you had them as a playoff team. That's not a wild take.
So
like they a good team. Like
no. Even if they was I had them in the playoffs because you got the play in now.
Yeah,
so, of course.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's fine. But you just made my point. Like I think that's where we all had them as like maybe a play-in fringe 8-9 seed.
No, because y'all was praising Wemby last year. Talking about he's the next.
So where did you have them before the season started? Not that it matters. I'll still be able to make my point.
I had them at least top 5 because I knew Kessel.
Okay.
I knew Kessel was going to be even better. Especially when they got my left-handed player from Sacramento.
From Fox. They got Fox. Yeah.
Of course, man. It'll be a disappointment if they were the top 5 team.
I didn't think they was gonna be top 5. I'm not gonna hold you. You still got Luka in the Lakers. You got Shea. You got Ant. You got people who are like mainstays in the top 5. I thought the Rockets.
I don't understand why Minnesota keep.
I don't want to switch away. I don't want to switch away from the point. I know where you're going, but my point is Wemby is carrying them to a 2 seed, and that's higher than I think most people thought they would be right now. So I think he has a case for MVP. I don't think he'll win it.
But don't we expect Wemby to have them up there? If he would say everybody said he is, if he the chosen one, like the best draft, the best prospect since Bron, should he have him there?
No, because I thought we also agreed that Wemby was like, despite being like a freak athlete talent, something we ain't never seen, we knew he was raw though. Like we knew he still needed work. He's still really young, bro. Like I'm not expecting a kid under 23 years old to lead a team to a 2 seed in the Western Conference in the NBA with Jokic, Bron, Luka, Shea. Like that's big. Like I don't think like people kind of downplaying how big that is. Like that's Wemby carrying them too. Like they don't get there without him. I think that's the same case for Ant. That's why I got Ant in that conversation over Shea. I don't feel like Shea is. I think he's still scoring the ball a lot. We all know he's a free throw merchant, but like I think they are a good team without Shea. Not that they're not a championship team without Shea, but I think they still a good team without Shea. Like that was my point for Wemby though. But I didn't expect Wemby to have him at a 2 seed right now.
So, I think that's you don't think San Antonio is a good team without.
I didn't say that. I said I don't think that I didn't think they would be a 2 seed right now. If you'd have asked me to pick the top 5 seeds in the NBA going into the playoff, like going into this season, I would not have put San Antonio in the top 5. No. You got 4 MVP or 3 MVPs playing in the Western Conference right now, not named Wemby. Like, why would I? You got Jokic, Bron. I don't know that. No, Luka never won the MVP, but he's been damn close a couple times.
Kevin Durant.
He about to win the scoring title this year. Like, there's no way I'm saying Wemby is gonna be top 5. Like, I didn't see that. I definitely didn't have him at 2. I ain't have him at 2.
So for me, I have him as a 2. It's a 2 team or 2 player race right now for the MVP. Jaylen Brown and Wemby. I'm with you. For me, Shea's hooping. Shea's doing what he always does, but we saw Shea miss significant games where the Thunder were still able to win those games and have fun and chill while they did it. The Thunder's an amazingly well put together team. Yeah. So the Thunder, they're just a Thunder, honestly. Now, when I look at Jaylen Brown, what he did right now, they're number 2. They're number 2 in the East. They're 4 games behind the Pistons. With Cade out, I think Boston can catch the Pistons with 9 games left and possibly be the number 1 seed. But at the same time, when we look on the West, and Wemby, he's 22, and me and Joe had this talk a couple weeks ago where I said I could see Wemby win the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year award, and I could see that happening this year. Because right now, the Spurs are number 2 in the West. They're 2 games behind OKC, and they beat OKC 3 times this year. And Wemby went off every time he played them. I wouldn't be mad if Jaylen Brown won it, because if Jaylen Brown wins the MVP, that means that he has an MVP and the Finals MVP, which puts him in a different conversation all time. It puts him in a different conversation that
You convinced me, Josh. Because that will prove my point that we was making earlier this year against Joe about the Tatum and Brown debate. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brown. I'm gonna change my pick. I'm taking Shea out the thing, and I'm taking Jaylen Brown. Let's go, Jaylen Brown.
Now this the same dude that just gave Kyler Murray a pass, talking about if he stay healthy, he gonna be a top 3 quarterback. But he can't see Jason Tatum being in the same position as Jaylen Brown right now if Jason Tatum was not hurt.
No, let's get this true. Let's get this clear now. Let's get this clear. Yes,
please, let's get it clear.
I'm saying that. This team would not be this productive and this good with Jason Tatum. Because Jason Tatum, even though he's a great player, he take bad shots a lot of times.
Bro, they won a title with him, bro. We not finna do that, dog. They won a title with Jason Tatum taking them shots. What are we talking about?
No, they did not. Jason Tatum was very passive in the championship game.
So you telling me if Jason Tatum didn't play at all in the playoffs that year, they would have won that NBA title without Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum struggled in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Finals.
Do they win a title without Jason Tatum or not?
I think they won a title without him last year. In the Eastern Conference Finals and not the whole playoffs. I'm talking about he struggled.
So what was everybody else doing outside of the Eastern Conference Finals then? If Jason Tatum only struggled in the Eastern Conference Finals, then what? We giving everybody a pass for the other 3 series they played?
Listen,
like that don't make sense.
I'll tell anybody. The second best player for the Celtics wasn't Jason Tatum. It was Derek White.
Oh my God, bro!
Over Drew Holiday?
No, in the playoffs, the second best player was Derek White.
They was all playing well.
They all played their role. I'm not saying
they was all playing good.
I'm not saying everybody didn't play their role. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. That'd be crazy. Everybody played their role. You don't win the championship without all those guys. But I'm saying the second best player, the second clutch player, most clutch player, because Jason Tatum struggled. Two things can be true.
Yeah, right. But you also got to attribute, when you talk about players like Derek White, who we know can't carry no team to no NBA title alone, right? If we having that conversation with that entire roster, there's only 2 people you can even have that conversation about. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. No, the only 2 people on that team capable of carrying a team to the championship by themselves. Let me finish my point. By themselves. You have to understand, if you know ball, that a lot of Derek White's success come from the fact that he playing with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, bro. That's
good job, because it's increasingly easier when you get to play next to
listen, bro. Like, there's always gonna be, you put 2
and Drew Holiday,
bro. You put 2 Hall of Fame guys on the court. That third guy is going for Draymond. At times look like the best player for Golden State, bro. We know Draymond not that good, bro.
Joe,
we know he's not that good.
There's only 2 players that can carry a team by themselves in the league right now.
Well, that's a different conversation. But I'm talking about if we talking about the Celtics.
That's Jokic. That's Jokic and who else? Who the other guy is? That's Jokic.
We've seen more than 2, but we've seen more than 2 people do that recently, though.
No. I've only seen 2 people that's been able in the past, other than LeBron. It's only been 2 people.
You didn't see Luka carry the Mavericks to a championship by himself.
They didn't win it though.
They got there. You said carry them too.
No, I'm talking about I see 2 players.
Hey, if that's the case, no, because Jamal Murray was huge in that championship run.
Let me finish though. It was Jokic and Giannis.
Bron did it by himself before too.
Who that?
I would say Giannis more than Jokic, because Jamal Murray was hooping in that run to the finals.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't hooping.
Every time the game got close and they needed him to turn it up to bring it home, that was Jamal Murray calling ISO on somebody.
I'm not saying he wasn't hooping. I'm saying when you talk about a player that's been able to carry a team to a championship, like without another super duper star. You might get add Shea to that, but some would say Williams.
What's a super duper star? Because both of them played with all stars when they won them rings.
I'm gonna say like Milwaukee, right?
So Chris Middleton was definitely an all-star that year.
He wasn't a superstar though.
That's why I'm asking you. What are we talking about when we say super duper star? We talking about less than an all-star? Is all-star the measurement?
I'm talking about.
Because Jamal Murray was an all-star.
I'm talking about another superstar.
But a lot of, there's teams that don't have, like, does OKC have another superstar? Like, Shea is a superstar.
I think Williams is more than an all-star.
What is he different than Chris Middleton or Jamal Murray? Though?
I think yes.
I put him over Middleton, but I think him and Jamal Murray are probably.
Yes. I'm gonna say this,
but not Williams.
But him and
I think Williams is what Tatum is to Brown.
That's crazy that you calling like Jason Tatum like they robbing. Like that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
I think that it's more like when Kobe and Shaq played together, where it was like one's Batman, one's Superman. Like either way, you're gonna get cooked. Like whoever's hot, you just getting cooked by whoever's hot at the time. That's how I see them. But just for the sake of who I think's gonna get the MVP, I think that's gonna be Wemby's award.
Yeah.
And also I like to mention that Kawhi carried Toronto to an NBA championship by itself.
Absolutely.
Like we've seen people do that.
No, we ain't gonna do that.
Mook, you ain't finna name me 3 people on that Toronto team. I know you can't.
See, y'all gonna play this ass off.
Okay, but now we're giving him more credit than we giving Jason Tatum, bro. That's why this conversation don't make no sense.
See, I can really let that team in scoring.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
That run?
No,
yes, he did. Look at the numbers.
No, he didn't.
Go look at the numbers.
I recently put up the numbers. Kawhi led the team in scoring during that championship.
Kawhi averaged 27. Siakam averaged 15, brother. What are we talking about?
I know he averaged more than 15. I know he averaged
16.9. 16.9. Put it up on your screen back there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I recently had this conversation with somebody. No, Kawhi was the guy. And when you give it to Kawhi,
and
he was taking the best defensive assignment.
You had Danny Green, Kyle Lowry. You had veterans on that team.
So you had Danny Green, who averaged 10, but does play defense. I'll give you that. And Kyle Lowry, who wasn't even the full-time starter, was Fred VanVleet. But whatever, he averaged 14. But yeah, bro, you could do without either one of them dudes. If you take Kawhi off that team, they don't even make it out the first round because they don't even have a guy. They don't even have a guy who can make that shot against Philly that beat them in that first round.
I was gonna say we know they're not gonna make it out the first round because the following year they didn't make it out the first round.
Yeah, because they didn't make it out the first round.
That's easy.
Context in there. We got to put context in there because the years before that they were the number 1 seed in the East back to back. They kept running into LeBron James,
and they never got it done until they got Kawhi. So Kawhi carried them.
LeBron James was in the West.
That's his fault. They didn't make him leave.
Okay, and Kawhi wasn't on the team. Kawhi was there for 1 year and won. And then he said, all right, y'all, let's go where I really want to go.
I'm just telling you, Kawhi wouldn't have really won if they would have run into LeBron James. LeBron James happened to be gone.
They would have.
But why LeBron didn't make it out the West then?
I was going to say, because that next year when Brown went to L.A., it was him, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, all them, they missed the playoffs altogether.
Look, y'all see what y'all doing. Y'all ain't playing fair. Y'all playing this game in all kind of muddy water, and y'all trying to be slicker than a can of paint.
But bro, we can't let you. But listen, Mook, we can't let you sit here and say they wouldn't have got past LeBron, but they got past the Warriors dynasty.
Right?
Whoa.
Like what are we?
You know the whole team.
Like what are we talking
about?
That
like the whole team wasn't hurt now for the Warriors. Now
they made it to the finals.
Let's not act like the whole team wasn't hurt.
Bro, now you moving the goalpost now.
The team that Steph won most recently with was worse than the team that they had available on that court during the finals.
And they lost to Kawhi. He beat them by himself, bro.
Like the whole team wasn't hurt.
I'm gonna act like they was in the NBA finals and they lost. That's what I'm
right.
Look. I was rooting for Kawhi Leonard. I don't even want to have to go against him. But let's not act like certain players didn't get hurt and rupture their Achilles.
Who was hurt? They all played, Mook. They all played.
Don't act like the Red didn't rupture his Achilles.
But I don't get to do that with 2015 when Cleveland lost to the Warriors.
Bro,
I don't get to say, but Kyrie was hurt and Kevin Love was hurt. We just lost.
Yeah, you lost. It
Yeah,
is what it is.
that's what it came
We
down
don't
to.
control.
We caught an L. That's when
Listen,
Kawhi.
if we keeping it a band, Kawhi ain't had cartilage in his knees in 10 years, and
I
he
was gonna say
won.
Kawhi, the
Like,
game where he got when he was in San Antonio, the game that they were up 25 points in the third quarter when what's his name slid his foot under Kawhi, redirected his whole career. And that was
bruh,
with
Kawhi been
KD,
hurt.
that was
I'm
with
just saying
Steph,
this.
that was with Iggy. Everybody was on that
I'm
squad.
gonna say this.
Clay,
That team
Draymond.
was a
Been hurt for a
championship team.
decade, bro. What are we talking
That
about?
was a championship team already. They were just missing Kawhi Leonard.
That was not a championship team.
That they were the Atlanta Hawks waiting for a superstar. That's who
That
they
was
were.
not a championship team. That
Like
was
certain,
not a
like
championship
we gotta keep
team.
it a buck. Certain teams, like they can produce really high in the regular season because we know not all this. A lot of stars kind of coast a little bit in the regular season because you're trying to save it for the playoffs to get to the finals. So we'll see teams like Atlanta. We'll see teams like Indiana some years. Like just different teams where we know like they have the number one seed. However, when we get to the playoffs, all this is going to be looking the right way. Like the year Atlanta was the number one seed, as a Cleveland fan, I was never worried. I was like, when we had to play them in I think it was the Eastern Conference Finals, I was like, 4 up, 4 down. It's gonna be easy. When we saw Toronto, when they had the number one seed, I was like, they're a regular season team. That's really dope. 4 down. I'm not worried about them. Because certain teams you're just not worried about. The Warriors lost to, I don't remember, they lost to some team like 2 or 3 times in the regular season. Saw them in the playoffs and let them every which way but lose.
It might have been the Rockets.
Low key. Because like certain teams, you're like, cool, regular season, it is what it is. We get to the playoffs where we get these next 2 weeks to just lock in on you and only you, completely different story.
The Warriors literally just did that to the Rockets with the Jalen Green team. That's why we blew that team up. Like we were supposed to blow past that team easily, bro. And Draymond got mad and started punking everybody, and we lost, bro. Playoff basketball is different.
Like Amin Thompson started getting cramps for trying to chase Steph around. Steph's out here, giving this man and his at 2021.
When that shark drag you out in that water, dog, it's deep out there, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like it's deep. It get deep out there, bro. Like that playoff basketball is different. Ain't nobody else on that Toronto team, I think, since Kawhi left, been to a finals. And the only one that had ever been, I think, was Ibaka, and he got carried by the big three in OKC.
Siakam went last year. Siakam was the only one.
Oh yeah, you're right. He I stand corrected, Coach Siakam. But bro, he didn't even know how to handle it when he got there. Yeah, like, bro, that Kawhi carried that team. That's probably the biggest carry out of everybody we said.
Low-key.
That's probably the biggest carry. He didn't even have another all-star on that team, really.
The biggest carry I don't see, and I don't even like this player. The biggest carry I don't see was probably Dwayne Wade in 06.
Nah. Because even though Shaq wasn't the same Shaq with the Lakers, Shaq was still better than every player on Toronto.
Bro, Joe, you know I'm right. The way
you right. You're not wrong.
Carried that team in 06, man.
Yeah, that finals run. He averaged like 38 or something. It was crazy, but like it's still
like
Shaq though.
34,
like,
35, something like that.
It's still Shaq though.
The whole playoff, Shaq went on for the ride. I can really make.
It's still Shaq.
Shaq. Like we can't talk about Shaq like he wasn't.
Yeah, you're not gonna not guard.
Like
you're not gonna not guard Shaq.
But I'm just saying,
he was still like 20 and 10.
I can really make a bigger case. I can really make a better case that Alonzo Mourning was just as effective as Shaq.
You just not gonna not guard Shaq though. I don't care what version of Shaq out there. You just not gonna not guard him.
I'm saying though, would you agree with me that Alonzo Mourning probably had more impact
defensively?
No.
Defensively, I give you the defensive side because Mourning was a better defender than Shaq.
Yeah, no, I would never argue that part. But just overall, no.
Overall, nah, they not winning that without Shaq.
I'm just saying that the way Dwayne carried that team.
D-Wade was just OD. I give you that. D-Wade was OD. That was an OD playoff run. That's like that Giannis playoff run.
So Shaq in the finals, he had 18 and 10. That's Paul Gasol. That's the same Paul Gasol gave Kobe.
Yeah. And that's out of shape. That's out of shape bad Shaq. Like
that's 18 and 10.
And if you don't guard him, if you disrespect him like they do Gobert in the playoffs, that's 26 and 15.
Honestly.
Listen, I'm not talking bad about Shaq. I'm just saying when you watch the game, you just felt like, bro,
it was D Wade.
Dwayne Wade would not be denied. I'm not saying Shaq important.
It was D Wade.
Shaq, don't see this and think I'm hating on you. I love you, Shaq. I know you big dog. You know what I'm saying?
It was D Wade. I think Shaq will say it was D Wade.
No, he knows.
Like, it was D Wade.
But I think D Wade was not going to be denied. And I'm not even a D Wade fan like that. But he was not going to be denied in those seats.
Like, D Wade was OD that year. And they went through some guys too. I think they went through like Baron Davis. Like they went through some people, bro. Like that D Wade was on crazy. Well, that run was crazy.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna disrespect D Wade playoff run. No. That finals run was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was a big carry. I don't think it was bigger than Kawhi. It's probably Kawhi, right there.
Kawhi is I'm still going
Kawhi. Kawhi hit a game winner on that run.
Yeah.
He called his own number from the corner, bro. Like, who does that? Ain't nobody taking no corner three for no game winner, bro. Like, that's crazy.
I feel like that shot in that series is what made Embiid slowly but surely made us think less of him. That was like the tipping point for him to just go downhill.
Now, I would say somebody else carried the team, but they could never finish the deal. Now, Jimmy Butler a couple years ago carried Miami.
Yeah. Twice.
He couldn't finish the deal. I feel like he ran out of gas by the time they got to the fountain.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of like
he's going against Brown and AD. Yeah. So, like, that's kind of easy.
It's kind of like the Luka run, or like Ant getting to the Western Conference Finals. It's the same thing.
I don't know if I can say that because he had Kyrie.
Did he though?
Yeah, he did.
No, I mean I know Kyrie was on the team.
Kyrie was putting up like 30,
but he was deferring to Kyrie like down the stretch and stuff. He was 100% deferring to Kyrie in that series, and he even said in one of the post conferences he was like that he was robbing to Kyrie's Batman, like when it comes to the fourth quarter, because Kyrie's one of the highest fourth quarter scorers in the NBA history.
Yeah, because Kyrie is
rocking and he going off.
I told you if I need a 2-point bucket to win a game in that scenario you gave on the other pod, I'm picking Kyrie every time. Like we know what he is.
Since we talk about second options, who's the best second option of all time?
Kobe.
It's got to be. Are we caught? Well, who's the second option on the Shaq Kobe Lakers?
Kobe.
Okay, well then that dude got to be one.
Kobe got to be the best second option ever.
It got to be him. Because there ain't another second option in the top 5 mentioned in the top 5. If we calling him the second option, and he probably the only one that when he became the first option, he still produced the championship.
I think
calling Kobe the second option is hard because he led the team in points. He and Shaq had a point difference in what they averaged. He led the team in fourth quarter scoring. So calling him the second option is hard.
The only person you could say that's close is probably.
But then if it's Shaq, it's the same
Kevin
thing.
Durant.
With the Warriors.
Yeah.
But do we consider Kevin Durant to be a top 5 player all time?
No.
I know he just passed Jordan in scoring, so you might make the argument there. But do we consider if we talking about the top 5?
No, he's talking about he asked the question: who is the best second option of all time?
Right. So I'm saying if we calling Kobe the second option, he is the second option, but he is also the top 3 NBA players all time, right? Like most people go Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, right? Yeah. So I think that automatically puts him above every other second option. KD might be the number 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or unless you're looking at Shaq as the number 2 option with the Lakers.
No.
And then you have Scottie Pippen.
I would say.
Yeah, then you get into Pippen and then right.
I would have to say it'd have to be Kobe because I feel like that was Shaq's team.
Yeah, I think so too. I think when Shaq left, it was him and Gasol. I think it was Kobe's team then.
I was gonna say Shaq got traded, so
I think it was Shaq's team. You can't tell me that they wasn't game
Kobe
planning
was
for
younger.
Shaq. You can't tell me they wasn't game planning. You can't tell me they wasn't going to sleep that night knowing they had to deal with Shaq.
Shaq was an unstoppable force.
I was gonna say the game. I don't even think there's much of a game plan that you make for Shaq. Like, just try to make him send him to the free throw line. Like, that's the only real game plan you could say.
But that's why I don't like to look at the stats between him and Kobe too, because like they've had conversations about how Shaq never came into the season in shape, and if he would have averaged 50 points a game if he did that and made his free throws.
Yeah.
So he would have made his free throws. He would be the number one scorer of all time.
It wouldn't even been close. It would have been even been close.
So what y'all think about Tony Parker? Because I think Tony Parker was a great second option too.
He was good. He was a good second option, but I'm putting Scottie Pippen in front of Tony Parker.
I'm putting Westbrook in front of Tony Parker if we going that route.
Westbrook didn't win a championship though.
Nah, you're right. He didn't, but he did win an MVP and he averaged a triple double.
But I think you talk about championships, right? Josh, when you had the question.
Well, I was just speaking in general, but if we talk about championships, I'm still putting Scottie Pippen in front of him.
Yeah, if you go on championships, then Pippen's still over Parker.
Yeah.
I'm not mad with that. I'm trying to think any other second options that wouldn't be like this stand out. Because you can say Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
You can say Kyrie, but then now I think AD gets in that conversation then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Kyrie over AD though.
If we talking about just their championship seasons,
yeah.
Man, AD was on one in that bubble.
LeBron might have been the second option.
But we would have never won the championship.
LeBron might have been the second option.
I was going to say, Kyrie had a 42-point game in the finals.
But I'm saying LeBron might have been the second option, though, in that AD championship.
Brown was the first option.
I don't know.
AD was...
I think they ran through AD.
Not really.
AD was on one, bro.
He was. AD was tough. I mean,
I'm for sure. If you look at that championship, that whole run, they went through AD. They went as AD win.
Brown led.
He was for sure their best defender.
Assist, and I think the only thing he didn't lead in was rebounds.
Yeah, and that's AD, and blocks was AD.
Yeah, and steals was probably
field goal percentage was probably AD.
So do you put Kyrie or AD over Tatum?
Yeah,
in the championship run, yes. In the championship run, yeah. If I just talk about the championship run, yes. Because Kyrie had that 42-point game that we absolutely needed. He hit the game-winning 3 on Steph, which we absolutely needed. Because like both teams weren't able to score for like 4 or 5 minutes straight. So yeah. Yeah, because there was no other option. Kyrie had to do what Kyrie did, or else we wouldn't have won. He couldn't have looked at...
Why are we still calling Jason Tatum the second option, though?
Don't you say you're not going to let that one get past you.
We're not going to get past the fact y'all still call it... Listen, even if Jason Tatum ain't playing well, he's still the first option. Let's be clear. When he's healthy, when he's 100% healthy, he cannot be playing well. He's still the first option.
Joe, here's my question then. If Boston wins the championship this year and Jaylen Brown gets another finals MVP, would you, and if he gets the regular season MVP, would you finally concede that point?
I think he gets the regular season MVP, so we can scratch that because I think he gonna get that anyway. I don't know that Shea gonna outplay him as far as the games played thing, right?
Okay.
So if he wins finals MVP.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a second one. That's gonna put him in a rare air.
Like I can't see it. Like Tatum's point output has increased every week since he been back. He averaging 20 now.
Yo, you know what they say?
Okay.
Like
you know what they say, Joe? Pride comes before the fall.
Nah, no it don't.
Pride comes before the fall, Joe. Joe,
no, it don't.
You know, man, Joe.
No, it don't.
He the second
I don't have no pride against Jaylen Brown. I just don't think he better than Jason Tatum. Like that's not saying that he terrible.
No.
That's just saying he not better.
Who said
he's not better than Jason Tatum?
Who said men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie?
But y'all only want to use that argument now? When we can use it for their career, then Jason Tatum better.
Well, we're just going off of when it matters the most.
Yes, that's what I care about.
When chips are in the middle of the table.
So games
Who's
1 through
stepping up?
82 don't matter. Games 1 through 82 don't matter at all. Then.
Not at the same weight. They matter, but not the same weight.
Every game matters,
So,
bro, in
Not,
the NBA.
no, not the same weight.
So,
Come
when
on.
you
now.
when you a championship team, every game matters,
So-
bro. When
so
you the Atlanta Hawks, not so much.
So James Harden top 5 all time then.
I didn't say
Based
that.
off that logic.
What logic? You the one saying men live, women live, numbers don't. That's some rap stuff. I don't talk about rap stuff when I'm talking about NBA logic.
No. You
That
said
was Jay-Z.
You said 1 through.
He talking about cocaine numbers. We ain't talking about that.
You said look, that what you said though, Joe. You said 1 through 82 don't matter. Yeah, okay.
I'm asking y'all. That was a question. I'm asking you. You telling me you games 1 through 82
I just say
don't
not
matter?
at the same weight. Not at the same weight.
I care more about what you
matters,
do. I care more about what you do when it's come time for winning time.
So a player can underproduce for 82 games and then go off in the playoffs and he gonna win your heart. That's crazy.
I'm just saying this. I'm gonna say this.
Eli Manning could be good.
Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer because what he did in the playoffs.
I don't agree with that, but if that's the take you want to, that's the stance you want to take. I can't stop you from taking it. I think Eli Manning was a decent enough quarterback to go to the Hall of Fame, and the play what he did in the playoffs just like adds to that resume. It just pads that resume. I think he goes to the Hall of Fame even if he don't win the Super Bowl. I think he still goes to the.
I do not.
You don't think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
I think he's a Hall of Famer
without a Super Bowl?
No.
Without a Super Bowl,
do y'all know who some of the quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame is right now?
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you, if Eli Manning do not win them 2 Super Bowls, ain't no way you can put him in the Hall of Fame. No way.
Bro, there's his daddy in the Hall of Fame, and he outpassed him in like year 8. What are we talking about?
It was a different time period, though. It was a different time period.
Man, hey, listen. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Look, the contextual relevance of it.
Bro, it's a lot of quarterbacks in that Hall of Fame room that ain't got titles, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Titles. I'm saying that his regular seasons ain't strong enough to get in the Hall of Fame without them 2 Super Bowls.
How when there's other quarterbacks in the NFL with less statistical output that's in the Hall of Fame and didn't win a ring?
Like who?
In his wait. Okay, yeah. And go from his generation. Don't give me someone from the 60s. Give me someone
But football didn't start in 2005, Josh.
No. Completely agree. But he's gonna when it comes to the Hall of Fame, you're judged amongst your peers. So Eli amongst his peers, without a Super Bowl, you're putting him in the Hall of Fame?
No.
I'm about to look right now. I am.
Please entertain me. Entertain me. Because he's number 11 all time in passing right now. That puts him ahead of Flacco, Russell Wilson, Drew Bledsoe, Kirk Cousins, Carson Palmer. And I'm naming the people in his era because I can't name Fran Tarkenton, Vinny Testaverde, Drew Bledsoe, Warren Moon, and John Elway. Like, he ahead of him. Like, okay, so you're naming a whole bunch of guys that you just named who also aren't going to the Hall of Fame. That's what they have in common. Like
John Elway's already in the Hall of Fame.
I'm talking about the people who you named who are in. Like Russell Wilson will get into the Hall of Fame. Everybody else who's like a quote unquote peer, like Carson Palmer, he's never gonna see the Hall of Fame. Who else did you name?
Warren Moon in the Hall of Fame.
No. I'm talking about his peers. His peers, Joe. Not someone who was old enough to be his dad.
Okay, so his peers, right? The highest one is like
5,000
yards. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, Ben Roethlisberger is like 5,000 yards ahead of him. Let me see. No, it's like 7,000. He's like 7,000 yards. Roethlisberger is like 7,000 yards ahead of him. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Phillip Rivers is like 6,000 yards ahead of him. Is he a Hall of Famer?
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think so.
Matt Ryan is like 5,000 yards ahead of him.
I don't think Matt Ryan is a Hall of Famer.
I don't think so.
Bro, y'all tripping.
You think Matt Ryan
he only 8. He number 9 all time. I think he a Hall of Famer.
Bro, I don't care what the numbers say. Do you think they're Hall of Famer?
See, this is what killed me about Mook, bro. 30 minutes ago, is men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
I knew you were gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to give you what you
Joe,
like.
You
don't
said
care about the numbers
criteria.
You gotta have
I don't care about the numbers either,
Joe,
brother.
you gotta
but
have
that's
context.
what you just said you like.
You gotta have context though, Joe.
That is what's the context? They both threw the same football.
The context is we seen them play.
They played in the same era. Y'all said name people played in the same
But
era.
Philip Rivers also wasn't winning. That's why he's not getting into the Hall of Fame.
You know why he ain't getting into the Hall of Fame? He had Antonio Gates, Davian Thomas, and still couldn't get to the damn to the West. What they call it, AFC Championship game.
Bro, don't do that, bro. I'm telling you, bro, when you do that, you create some arguments for some people that's there that didn't get it done. Matthew Stafford is 5th all time.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
I think Matthew Stafford is a career loser.
Brother.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
He's going because he won the Super Bowl. And he won the MVP.
He was going if he didn't win that Super Bowl.
If he
Matthew Stafford,
I'm going to say this right here.
Matthew Stafford's probably going whatever round Kurt Warner got in. He's gonna go like that many votes.
I'm gonna say
the Super Bowl is one. The Super Bowl is one game. You telling me you subtract that one game from his career? He's still in the top. He's still number 6 all time passing without that one game.
I'm gonna say this right here. If he don't go to Los Angeles, I don't think he deserves to get in the Super Bowl. I mean to get in
you
Hall
crazy.
of Fame.
You crazy if you think the 6th all time spot in any sport is a Hall of Famer, brother. You any sport, hockey, baseball, basketball. If you number 6, you getting in a Hall of Fame. Period. It don't matter if you won a ring or not.
Matt Stafford's going to the Hall of Fame.
The NFL Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame ain't that coveted, bro. It's not that. It's not like a secret society, bro. They almost let anybody in, bro.
It's not like the NBA Hall of Fame is where they let anybody in.
The baseball Hall of Fame is the one that's hard to get in.
The baseball Hall of Fame is just disrespectful.
Yeah, you need an act of Congress to get in that boy there.
The baseball Hall of Fame, I don't even respect it because they don't even have measurements. They just go off of
Yeah,
you're gonna have to wait.
Why? But the NFL will absolutely let Eli Manning in. Like, he's going.
He's gonna get it
because of the 2 Super Bowl years.
That's why Eli's already eligible. He's been eligible twice already to get into the Hall of Fame, but he missed both times.
I ain't say he was first ballot.
Yeah. Eli's gonna get in but if he has 2 Super Bowls with the MVPs and he's number 11 in in throwing yards, and he's already on his 4th try to get into the Hall. If you take away those 2 Super Bowls, how far down the list is he about to go?
He's still number 11.
No. How far down the list is he going to go in order to get into the Hall of Fame?
But listen, this is where y'all argument takes a turn because getting a Super Bowl gets you nothing, bro. Trent Dilfer not going to the Hall of Fame. Like, what are we talking about?
No.
Just winning the Super Bowl don't matter. You still got to produce. You still got to produce games 1 through 82.
Yeah.
My point is, you still got to produce games 1 through 82.
Yeah.
Having the Super Bowl helps. Having the NBA championship helps. Okay, so all that helps. I'm not disregarding that.
Yeah.
But you cannot just get in. You can't knock on the door of the Hall of Fame and be like, hey, I won a Super Bowl, let me in. That's not how that works, bro.
Joe,
that's not how that works. That's barbershop requirements, bro. That's what we put on people. That's not how the NFL thinks,
No, and I'm not even saying that. My point is this. If right now he's 11 in passing yards and he has the honor of having 2 Super Bowls with, and this is the important part, the 2 Super Bowl MVPs to go along with that, and he beat Tom Brady and Bill Belichick for both of those, and he still has missed the getting into the Hall of Fame 3 times, and he's going on 4. Without those 2 Super Bowls with the MVPs and beating Brady for those, how much further would he fall down the list of getting into the Hall?
He would still be in the same position he in. He would need over 1,000 yards to not be the number 11 passer. That's what he's getting in on the Hall of Fame on. The fact that he's the number 11. We've had 1,000 people play quarterback in the NFL since the invention of the game. He is the 11th best passer in NFL history, and we sitting there talking about he not getting in the Hall of Fame unless he beat Tom Brady. That's crazy.
What Joe Flacco numbers is?
Then why is he not in yet?
He ain't ahead of Eli Manning.
What Joe Flacco numbers?
But Joe, Yo, if that's crazy, why is he
Joe
not in
Flacco
yet?
is 14, and he's double-digit 1,000 yards down. Like, he's 48,000. Eli is 61. Oh no, 57. So what is that? 8,000 yards. He's 8,000 yards away from catching Eli,
But Joe,
and he won't do it. He's
Joe,
40
my
years
question is,
old.
why
He's
is
done.
Eli not in the Hall already?
Because quarterback play is like there's people ahead of him that's not in the Hall right now. Like Aaron Rodgers isn't in the Hall. Matthew Stafford ain't in the Hall.
They're
Did
still
Brady get in
playing.
yet? I don't think Brady got in yet.
Brady's
Has
not.
Brady even?
Brady's not eligible to get into next year.
Yeah, so like there's a hierarchy. Like there's people.
How do you name two guys who are playing, and then one guy who's not even?
I'm not even done, but I'm not even done yet, bro. Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, all still ain't got in yet, and they ahead of him.
Get in. What has he done?
He is, bro. I just told you he's the 9th all-time leading passer in NFL history. What are we talking about? What you name me a sport where the dude that's number 9 don't get in the Hall of Fame, and I'll shut up right now.
Barry Bonds.
Name me one sport where the dude that's 9th all time in any sport don't get in the Hall of Fame, and I'll shut up.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds cheated. He did drugs.
We don't know if he cheated or not.
You gotta reach. His head grew. He cheated. He took human growth hormone and steroids.
Barry Bonds had a Hall of Fame career before he was ever.
Barry Bonds, and if he never got caught cheating, he would have been in the Hall of Fame 10 years ago. It wouldn't even be close. But he got caught. He cheated.
Barry Bonds with a skinny head was
his
still
head
a Hall of
grew,
Famer.
Josh. The man cheated. He did steroids. I know that's our uncle and we love him, but he cheated, bro. It is what it is.
By the time Dak Prescott is all said and done, he's gonna be up there.
He not nowhere.
Right?
He not in here, bro.
No, I'm saying by the time he's done, he's gonna be up there in them numbers. If he don't win a Super Bowl,
No, he won't.
Will he be a
No,
Hall
he
of Fame?
won't. No, he won't. He won't get in the top 15. He won't get in the top 15.
What?
He won't, bro. How much time you think Dak got left, bro?
No, Dak's at 35,000 yards right now.
Dak's at how many?
35.
Oh yeah, bro. He need 9,000 more yards just to catch Drew Bledsoe, and that puts him at 20. And Drew Bledsoe ain't getting in. Under no circumstances, Drew Bledsoe getting in. And Dak Prescott ain't even getting in before Mahomes get in. What are we talking about? Nice try, but no.
Prescott, to me, Dak Prescott has got a more impressive career than Eli Manning already.
Yeah, because he black. We know where you stand with that.
Not because he black. Not because he black, because he's a winner. He wins in the regular season. He's been to the playoffs.
Dak Prescott won what? What did Dak? Oh God! Now what did Dak Prescott win, brother? That Eli hadn't won.
Eli don't win in the regular season. He didn't even have a winning season when he went to the Super Bowl.
So, again, the same guy who 15 minutes ago, like, when it matters, that's what matters.
Yeah, I got Eli over Dak, so I can't.
Right now you got him. Right now you got him over.
Yeah. Currently,
forever I got him.
Yeah,
forever.
Currently, Dak's gonna have to do. Dak's gonna have to shock the hell out of all of us and get the Super Bowls and stuff like that for me,
bro. Take the Super Bowls away. You know it
ain't about what I know, though. That's the point you missing. It ain't about what I know. Name me a guy who is number 11 all time in a sport that's not in the Hall of Fame.
I cannot put him in the Hall of Fame because I seen him play.
It ain't your choice, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You are not a part of the Associated Press.
I am.
The Nothing Nice.
I am tonight.
The Nothing Nice podcast ain't that big yet.
Joe. Obviously, me and the voters and Josh are on the same page.
When you get your AP credential and you can vote on it, then you can vote against Eli. That's fine. But until that point, I'm telling you, they gonna put him in the Hall of Fame. He going to the Hall of Fame.
Obviously, we all on the same page because he ain't in there yet.
What you mean?
He probably ain't gonna.
And I just told you, bro. Okay, well then, so Roethlisberger not getting in?
Roethlisberger had a better career. He's a Hall of Famer.
They got the same amount of Super Bowls.
Roethlisberger won games. He won in the regular season too.
The yardage is almost the same, brother. I'm a Steeler fan, brother. Roethlisberger, while he never had a losing season, he didn't win that many games
every year.
Let's be clear about that. He didn't win that many games.
It just became 17.
In a 17-game season?
16.
No, I'm saying they won 9 to 10
That's
games.
still pretty mid.
That's
That's 7
9
losses a year. That's an average of 7 losses a year. What are we talking about? I know I'm a Steeler fan. I know I'm not saying Roethlisberger not going to the Hall of Fame. I'm telling you, him and Eli are like,
bro.
this is Roethlisberger, this is Eli. That's what I'm telling you. There's not a big difference there statistically. You act like we talking about Joe Montana versus Eli, or we talking about Tom Brady versus Eli. That gap is much wider than Ben Roethlisberger and Eli, bro. That
That's
gap
true.
is way.
That's
that
true.
game is
No,
that's not that big of a gap, bro. You giving Roethlisberger too much credit, and I'm a Steeler fan. I love Roethlisberger. That's my guy. I got his Reebok jersey.
It's the difference about 6,000 yards, 7,000 yards, and
come on, dog.
But
and
Eli
Roethlisberger, and on top of that, Roethlisberger played way too long, bro. He was limping around for 3 years.
He had to steal the organization.
He should have. Roethlisberger should have been called it, bro. He hung around way too long. So them 6,000 yards to me don't even mean nothing. But they there, I'm not gonna take them away from him.
He wasn't Hall of Fame for it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Wait, to be clear, because I like Eli. I think Eli is a Hall of Famer. I just and I don't even remember where this. Oh, we started talking about Jaylen Brown, and would you look at him differently if he has the MVP, and 2 championships or 2 championship MVPs? So he'll be in the conversation that even Isaiah Thomas isn't in, because that second Finals MVP went to Joe Dumars. And did Isaiah Thomas get a regular season MVP?
I don't think it would have been hard to imagine he did. He played with Bird and Magic, bro.
Yeah,
so
Bird,
I
Magic,
don't know.
and
Mike, I don't know that he did. He might have, but I don't think he did.
I don't think he got one either.
Is Jalen Hurts
so Brown would be in a completely different conversation.
Hell no. Boy, get up, man. All right, man. All right, that's been another nice part.
If Jalen Hurts retired right now, he's a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
He's a retired NFL player who going to coach at high school.
He's one of the most winningest quarterbacks of all time.
He got
2 Super Bowl appearances. Listen. He's the #1 rushing quarterback in all the Super Bowls. He's the #1 rushing quarterback. He got the most rushing touchdowns in Super Bowl history.
Yeah,
bro.
It don't matter. He got the most rushing touchdowns in Super Bowl history.
Push.
All right, bro. I'm not saying
this
in the pod, bro.
I don't care what
Jalen
he
Hurts
is.
is 139 in pass yards. All right, it's been another episode of Nothing Nice. Like, comment,
wait a minute. No.
He said he's the winningest quarterback all time.
Like one of the winningest quarterbacks all time.
Google it,
brother. I
Google another episode of Nothing Nice. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Like, share, comment, subscribe, share it, throw it out there. Yo, we gonna be back next week with more stuff. Holla at you.
Oh my God, bro.